Welcome back to Extra Holiday Games. I'm Extra Holiday, and we are back to Mario Maker. It's been a while, but we have returned to the usual, as you can see. Yeah, I was always planning on returning to this game. I'm coming back to it, but yeah, I felt like I needed a bit of a break, you know? A bit of a break, because I felt like I was getting a little annoyed that I wasn't making progress. And, you know, I feel like that's understandable, but still, I feel like I wasn't making, you know, good content out of it, you know, because it was basically the same thing over and over and over. So I waited for like months, I think. There was other stuff coming out too that I wanted to play, but now we've got a little break from stuff coming out that I might want to play. So I can come back to some of these games that I left and play a little bit more of them. Because I do want to beat this world eventually. I said I would. I'm pretty sure I said I would at some point. So I'm going to. It's just gonna perhaps take a little bit. I am trying out, even since the last batch I recorded, which was Minecraft. I recorded a batch of Minecraft last. So that should tell you roughly when this is. I'm still figuring out this new setup, because if you didn't watch that series, I moved in with my aunt, so I'm still figuring out how I want to set up my recording setup so that it looks, I guess looks fine, but also sounds fine, and it's comfortable for me to play and talk during. And currently, I'm sitting rather close to the TV currently. And I don't know if I like it. I think I would like, because I started streaming too, by the way, since I last played this game, pretty recently actually. And in starting streaming, I have been using this TV that I'm currently playing on as my second screen when I'm streaming. And it works fine for that, because I can just kind of like glance up at it when I'm sitting at this angle. I like this setup for streaming because I can have my laptop as my primary screen and the TV as a secondary screen. I'm just from the little bit, I probably should have tested this before I started recording, but I'm kind of running a little low on time tonight. But I don't know how I feel about having such a big TV so close for recording, you know, as the primary screen I'm looking at. Theoretically, I could look at, you know, the Streamlabs OBS on my laptop to play, but there's a slight delay, not a big one, but just a slight one. In fact, it's kind of surprises me how slight the delay is. It's like maybe a frame or two. And that's pretty crazy. It tells you that this capture card is not terrible, even despite me having had it for, I think, 5 or 6 years now. Yeah, this capture card didn't get used for the first 5 or 6 years that I had it, because I didn't have a computer that could run it. I guess, to give specifics, I am running an Elgato HD60, and the initial problem with it was that, the initial plan was to record things on my desktop, which is how I initially started, because, you know, my desktop, it was built for gaming and editing, and it had, well, mostly gaming, but it had the power to actually record games in addition to playing them. So the initial plan was like, okay, get this HD 60 and, you know, record on my desktop in beautiful 60 frames per second. Problem with that is that my desktop is running my favorite operating system, which is Windows 7. The HD 60 does not support Windows 7. At least not the one I got. So, yeah, I kind of had to... Well, too slow. I had to get a regular old Elgato HD, which is only 30 frames a second. Which, by the way, if you're watching this in the playlist, if you're watching this right after the last episode of Mario Maker, yeah, you might notice, if you've got the internet quality, that, yeah, this is in 60 frames now and not 30. Which, personally, I think is a lot better. I cannot tell you how much I love 60 frames over 30 frames per second. And it makes so much of a difference. Like, I think I'd rather watch a video in 480p 60 than 1080p 30. Because it just feels so much smoother. Like, the movement on the screen just feels so much better. It's more pleasant to me. And I don't know. I don't think everyone feels the same way anymore. But, and of course, you know, they're the PC elitists are like, oh, 60 frames per second. You should try 240. Okay, that's too many. That actually kind of makes me sick. 240. I actually kind of have gotten used to it, I think. I'm pretty sure. See, because initially, I think, if I remember right, my laptop now has a 240 hertz screen. So I can play things in 240 frames per second. But when I initially tried doing that, it was actually kind of making me sick. Not like actually throw up kind of sick, but like I was feeling a little queasy. I don't think I did, but I don't remember if I actually turned the refresh rate on the monitor, on the screen, down. Because I know I considered doing it, but I don't think I did. Which makes me believe that I'm actually accustomed to 240 frames per second. Although I don't actually have a lot of games that I play that run at that frame rate on my laptop. And I actually don't play a ton of games on my laptop aside from what I've been streaming lately. So, I don't know. Jury's kind of still out on whether I've gotten accustomed to significantly higher frame rates. I will say, one thing I didn't realize was that my old laptop wasn't even full 1080p. Its max resolution was 1600 by 900, and that bugged me. That definitely, well, once I found out, it bugged me. Because for the longest time, basically until I got this current laptop, I thought my old laptop was 1080p, and it was not, and I was annoyed to learn that. But it's fine. I don't use that laptop anymore. Because why would I when I have this one? I do think this laptop was a good investment. I wouldn't be streaming if I didn't get it, so. That just makes me fret over what would happen if something happened to this laptop, because, you know, that's the kind of thing I think about. It's like, oh man, this thing that's really important to me that I don't really have a replacement for just yet. What if it was gone? Because that stuff happens, you know? Like, what would I do? And the most obvious answer is I'd probably buy another one. Like, I have the money to buy another one, but I'd rather not, because these things are not cheap. Not in the slightest. So, and while I do have a better job now than I did in the last episode of Mario Maker, I still don't want to be spending that much on computers. So hopefully this one will last me quite a while. I feel like I'm kind of getting back into the groove here when it comes to Mario Maker. I think I've shaken off the rust a little bit. And not that that means that I'm going to beat this level anytime soon, but I'm sure as heck gonna try. 'Cause that's what we're doing here. Can't beat the super world without beating this level, so, you know. Now I think, have I even gotten to a checkpoint on this level? It's been a while since I last played it, so I don't even know, but this first section kind of brutal. That's what's killing me here. This is the first section. I'm sure the next section's probably just as bad, but we are giving it a shot, you know? Because you gots to. I mean, if you don't give it a shot, then what else are you gonna do? Play a different game? Oh, wait, that's what I did. Yeah, it's fine. I could go back to a different game. I did actually have the thought, pretty much just before I hit the record button here, of potentially, because this game is pretty much a grind, at least this part that I'm playing, you know, Super RubberRoss World. Because this is a bit grindy, I was thinking maybe I stream this game. And if I get to the point where I want to stop again, that's probably what I'll do. But currently, I'm down to play it on this channel. And plus, any game, I've made the decision that any game that I play on stream that I played on the channel, like, and didn't, as long as I'm not just doing, well, maybe if I am doing just post-game stuff. Basically, any game that I play on this channel that ends up being played on stream, I'm gonna put the stream VODs up here. Otherwise, the stream VODs are going elsewhere, because I haven't exactly made the channel yet. But there will be a VOD channel for my streams. Because I think that it's good to have a VOD channel, a separate VOD channel from the VODs on Twitch, because navigating through Twitch VODs is a pain in the ass. It is. I know, because I've done it, to watch various streamers' VODs, and it's like, for example, I watch a lot of clip compilations from Twitch. I don't actually watch Twitch all that often, but I watch a lot of compilations of streamers' clips. And when they're not from basically an official channel of that streamer, which, you know, I generally try to avoid those, but if I do end up watching one of those videos that's, you know, just some random person who pulled the clips off of someone else's channel, then I try to watch them actually on the channel, especially if they're like full VODs. Like, I try to watch the actual Twitch VOD that they came from, if the streamer doesn't have a YouTube VOD channel, which I really think all Twitch streamers should, because Twitch VODs just aren't good. They're just not good. Like, finding a Twitch VOD is not easy. And, like, specifically in this instance that I'm talking about, where I'm trying to find, like, a specific clip from a specific stream, I've resorted to basically, like, okay, so what shirt is the streamer wearing? what game are they playing and what shirt are they wearing and when was this posted so that I know roughly when it was streamed. And that's how I have to find the Twitch VOD. Because, of course, nobody who posts Twitch VODs, you know, or clip compilations or anything, well, most people who post those, they don't post like what stream the clip was from, or even a lot of them don't even post the streamer's channel. They just kind of expect that you would know it. And in a lot of cases that's true, but not all of them, certainly. Like, if you're getting into a new streamer, then you might not even be able to figure out what the streamer's name is just from a clip or two, despite the fact that, you know, you could really, really like watching that streamer and really like their clips and stuff. So it's kind of just how it is, you know. You can't, well, I mean, you could, but it's debatable whether you should. Generally, what I'm saying is, it's good practice to cite your sources. Like, I know that was a huge pain in the ass for a lot of people in school, and continues to be a pain in the ass for me in school. But, like, just being like, okay, this clip is from this stream, and this is the streamer, and go check them out. Like, that isn't terribly hard, right? And it would be super helpful for people who actually want to watch that streamer or find the clip for themselves, you know? And support the streamer instead of a random clip channel. Yeah, I don't know. That's just kind of my 2 cents on the subject. Yeah, okay. Maybe I'll have 2 more cents next time. But as for this episode, that's a wrap. What I'm really saying is, if you clip my channel, please link to it. At least.